Hey everybody, good morning. Hi, how are you doing? Good morning, everybody. I'm actually going to be doing some puzzles. I got started with puzzles watching a Twitch streamer yesterday. Her nice community is I Just Like Puzzles. I'm going to give her a little shout out. Twitch.tv/I Just Like, oop, what? Twitch.tv/I Just Like Puzzles. Her name's Gma, and she's like super awesome and super wholesome and everything like that. Lighting isn't too great today. I have set up for puzzles, which is not going to be conducive to lighting. I don't have like total lighting excellency in this studio environment. Okay. So, we're just chilling. We're just chilling. So pretty much, pretty much just doing our thing and just trying to relax. I'm very bad at puzzles. Okay, so it's one of these things where it's like I really need to do like more Sudokus, more jigsaw puzzles because my brain is really good at taking information and like putting it all together if someone gives it to me, like a teacher, like a coach, as a musician my whole entire life as a performer, having somebody tell you exactly what to do and not like memorizing as far as like understanding the fundamentals, teaching the fundamentals, learning the fundamentals. That kind of thing is really difficult for me. So things like jigsaw puzzles takes me a lot of effort, and I can barely even get this 100 piece uh this 100 piece this 100 piece puzzle thing here. Um from Raya the Last Dragon I got in the dollar store like years ago. I mean, no, it was like in February or something. So we're gonna get started on that. So I'm gonna get some music going. I do need to get some food, so we're gonna like just kind of chill for a bit. Okay. It's some like macaroni pasta with traditional spaghetti sauce with some minced garlic, red onions, broccoli, and it has some. I put some collagen powder in it for extra protein. Oh, there's also split pea soup in it. I got some split pea soup. Okay, probably anything with the little frost things in it. I need to like organize anything with the lines in it. Because the lines say Raya and then the big kind of triangle divide thing. I should probably take a screenshot of that, so I don't have to keep looking at it. Hey, UA Dragoon. Yeah, let me take a screenshot of this. Gotta rotate it right. There we go. Damn it. I only got part of it. I have to adapt to like the 5-second delay every time I move it. Yeah, that's good enough. God! I'm not taking the whole screenshot. I have to like redo it if I... Okay, it's focused. Good enough. Aw, UA Dragoon, thank you. Yeah, I've been feeling really gross and ugly lately. So I haven't really been using cam. And my lighting really sucks. Like, it's gonna be like this for a while. I got one surgery and then another surgery. I already had a surgery and I'm still like... It takes a while, okay? Like, I do not feel like my best. I mean, I feel, I don't know, maybe I'm also just kind of exhausted and stressed out from multiple things. Okay, what is going on here? There we go. Yeah, that's fine. Still drinking my coffee. Yum, 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 coffee. Yeah, like I said, it's probably gonna be at least probably like at least a year until I actually do like really dedicated content creation again. Or at all. I've never really done it. I'm such a loser. That's not true. Okay. Tommy the Turtle, you're so slow. It's not his fault. It's not his fault. Tommy the Turtle is just slow. But Olivia is too fast. So fast that I don't even know where Olivia is. Olivia, where did you go? Olivia! Olivia, where did you go? Olivia! Where are you, my dear octopus? She's off doing her own adventures. Am I gay? I'm pansexual, so I'm like easier to tell people I'm bisexual. So yeah, that's kind of a weird question. I mean, I guess not. That's a weird question to start off with, Popol. I mean, I don't know, if you only watched gay people. I mean, I am into women, so that makes me gay, but I'm also into men, so that makes me bi. But I'm also into just people that... I don't really use gender as like a determination for how I'm attracted, so that means that I'm pan. I'm also open up to open relationships, which makes me poly. So yeah, I don't know. I don't know why it's so important to people, unless it's really important to them. Like in a sense of like, you know, like they're trying to fight back against oppression and stuff, but I don't really think that that's not too important to me. I'd rather just be myself. What do you eat? What are you eat? I'm eating macaroni, it's like macaroni pasta with some red onions, split pea soup, and broccoli with some collagen protein powder. Yum, 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 yum. Yum, 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 yum. Yeah, I'm just some random chick on the internet. I happen to be autistic. I happen to be transgender. I happen to be pansexual. And I happen to eat pasta. And right now we're doing puzzles. My hair is terrible. Everything's terrible. I feel like shit. I'm gonna be real. I feel like absolute dog shit. But that's okay. It's one of the reasons why I haven't been doing webcam streams for a while. I just feel like shit. But I'm getting out of it. There's multiple factors. There's multiple factors. I've just been really stressed. Okay, so I need to figure out this little curve thing. Where is it? Where's the curved one? There's a curved one right here. This is probably it, right? Yay, we got it. We got it. We got eat. We got eat. We got eat. I'm gonna be real with you. I might need a second coffee. Okay. Now we need diagonal sitting dog, or because right here, I think this is where the junction point comes in at some point. Right there? No, that's not it. It's not the right piece. So we need one that's continuing the line. But that has, it's gonna be dark blue. Dark blue with a continuing line. Oh wait, is this it? Because it's like both colors? No. It's just gonna be solid blue, continuing the line. I don't know how to read that. I have to translate it. Please only English in the chat. It's harder to moderate. Yeah, you're banned. From now on, if you say anything in English, anything not in English in the chat, I'm gonna give you a warning, and I'm gonna translate it, and depending on what it is, you will be banned. Anyway, you won't even get warnings. I'm not even gonna acknowledge you, actually. Yeah, I'm trying to find... There's a piece here. Is it going to be this one? No, it's going to be an open-ended one. All the ones with the lines, all the one with the ice. I mean, this frosty snowflake thing. All the ones with the lines. What happened to my camera? My camera every now and then just randomly goes out because of the USB cable. I need a new USB cable. I can't believe, like, sometimes, like, the USB cables, for some reason, they don't work on the camera. And then the one USB cable that does, it's like, I have to, like, wiggle it, and it just randomly goes out. It's bullshit. I have an amazing camera, but I just need to get a freaking correct USB cable. It's like an amazing camera. I don't know why it doesn't use USB-C. It uses the weird mini one that nobody likes. USB-C is like the best. So tired of like these non-standardized USB cables. Wasn't the whole point of it being a universal serial bus? And now they have like 4 different types of USB cables. Yeah, I don't know about all this shit. Okay. Okay, all the dark ones over here. All the light green ones. All the snowflake ones. Lines. But within the lines, light blue. Dark blue with the leaves. Mainly light blue. Light blue with part of the dark blue. Light blue with part of the light green. Just the tip. Oh. Okay. How about we get these snowflakes put together? Oh, there. Got a snowflake part of one. And then... almost done with that snowflake. It has that little shape there. I also, like, yesterday when I started this, I was like, I dropped a few on the floor and I was trying to desperately find it on the table, but I had two pieces missing. Oh, here we go. No? I don't see any other part of this snowflake. Or unless they're right next to each other, right? Oh no, they aren't. This is this side piece. Oh. Another snowflake. Oh, it's over here. I see. Oh, this one's gonna be over here. And then this one's gonna be down here. Oh, I had it the wrong way. Hey, got it. Gotta eat. We gotta eat. And just... We got all 3 snowflakes. This is the top right corner. Bottom left corner. Okay, this is a circle down here. So I need an edge piece knob thing that completes this circle. And there's some piece that's going to have a line dividing these 2 colors. It went on my elbow and fell down. Make sure to sanitize your hands after taking food out of your mouth. I want to be responsible. But you know, of course, if you can't even afford $10 to support your favorite creator, you must just be irresponsible with your money. God damn, angle and lighting really sucks, but I'm gonna stop obsessing over it. I feel really ugly right now. Like, I feel really ugly. Says the beautiful woman in the stream. I think a lot of it is like, I need more coffee. Yeah, I don't know. It's just like the shittier I feel, the uglier I feel. It's not necessarily like, obviously, and it comes across in the way that I look too. Like, I feel like really gross. I feel really ugly. And I feel like putting on makeup and stuff would make it worse. I have to share this with you, chat, because you guys are kind of like my little conscience. You know, like you see things from my own point of view, basically. You're inside my head. Isn't that wonderful? You guys are inside my head. Well, I mean, I'm living rent-free in your head. Okay, got all the goop, all the gross stuff out of my eyes. Oh, God, I'm still waking up. God damn it. I've been a little bit shaken up the past couple of months since the surgery. It's a very real thing. It was a very, I mean, obviously, once I get through all this, it's like, it's gonna be okay. Like, I mean, it scales for the rest of my life. So it's like, there we go, we got that one. Now there's a piece like this with side piece. I need a side piece. That's blue and green. Side piece blue with the little brown on the bottom, kind of like little shading. Side pieces. Where are there's corner piece? I need to separate all the side pieces. Okay, side pieces. Side pieces. Side. Side. Sit. Side. Side. Is this? No. It's part of the little curl here. It's another side piece. Prr, prr, prr. Side piece. There we go. Finish that side. It's going to be up here with the little green. I'm going to have to be real, chat. I know that things aren't forever and that things aren't going to be like this and feel like this forever. But I'm going to be real. The way I feel right now, I feel like in an attempt to try to build my life up. Hey, Rose. I feel like in an attempt to build my life up and put myself out there that I may have irreparably destroyed my reputation and maybe even my sanity. But what other choice did I have? I would have just been descending into even worse madness and insanity. So this is just how my life is. And right now, I just need to take it one day at a time and just solve some puzzles and stuff. Because this is good for my brain. It's working a part of my brain that I have been avoiding for so long, which is my problem-solving abilities. I do not have good problem-solving abilities. I do not make good choices. I do not know how to weigh options. I just do things that feel right. I just go with my gut instinct, and a lot of the time it works out, but sometimes it's devastating, and I think it's gonna be fine. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm just stupid, and everything's gonna be just fine, like everybody around me has been telling me. But there's just I can't get rid of this feeling that I totally destroyed my life in an attempt to fix it. And I'm not talking about transitioning. That saved my life. But like everything else, like this, you know, honestly, streaming gave me the courage to transition. So it was either, you know, it's the price I had to pay. Maybe I had to damage my reputation and my sanity in order to be alive. But I'm gonna tell you right now, I really hope that it can get better. I really do. I really hope that things aren't as bad as I think they are. Because in my mind, it's impossible to come back from. But I might be wrong. I hope I'm wrong. It feels impossible to come back from. It feels like I've irreparably destroyed my reputation. But I think you have to have a reputation to begin with to destroy it. So at least I went, you know, at least I screwed it up early rather than later. Right? I mean, okay, so I need one with a line right at the knob thing. Right at the little, what are these called? What am I even gonna call these? Is there like a website with the anatomy of a jigsaw piece? See, this is how my brain works. I need to like Google it. That's how I solve things. I'm really good at reading books. I'm really good at finding information and like analyzing it and getting like, okay, this is the building block, these are the things, this is what you do. But like, when I do that, I'm sacrificing my mind's ability to problem solve, which has really put me at a disadvantage in life, like in a lot of ways. Nothing really happened, it's been an overtime thing. Maybe it's fine. I've just been isolated for the past 4 years, and maybe things feel a lot worse than they really are. Or maybe they're worse than I could ever possibly imagine. I don't know. It's one or the other. But what am I gonna do? Spend my whole life trying to figure that out? Or actually just do something about it? Which, you know, what choice do I have? So, there's that. This is supposed to go all the way down. And it has green and, it has like green and blue. Dark blue. I don't see any piece that has that. Is it this one? No. Oh, this, obviously, this one right here. I've been staring at it the whole time. I'm stupid. Okay. And then this. Okay, now we finally got, now we just have to finish this corner. It's like almost half of the entire picture. Okay, so we got some top side pieces here. This is gonna be around. This is gonna be like right here. This one's gonna have one male, two female on the side, or one in, two in and one out. Or two out and one in. More precise language. Right here. And there's a little bit of hair there too. Hair piece. Not a hair piece. That's the wrong one. Okay, this next one is gonna have Did I get all the side pieces? Yeah, I need that coffee. Your reputation is tarnished? I think if you don't get into your 30s without your reputation being tarnished, I don't think you're living life the right way. The older you get, stuff really just starts stacking up behind you, and if you don't live your life And if it's clean, I think you're doing something wrong. I think it's just, you know, I take responsibility for everything that I've done wrong, which is not even as bad as some people out there. Okay, some people, by the time they're 20, they've already, like, robbed a bank. While they were in prison, they got in fights. Like, okay, I haven't even, I'm not that, even those people are still human beings, worthy of forgiveness and, you know, rehabilitation. And you know, I'm not one of those people. Okay? I know my living situation looks like a jail cell, but I am free. Okay? I am a free woman. And I what even is this piece? Looks like a side piece, but it's like a weird one. A lot of, you know, I'm not gonna make excuses for my appearance, but honestly, a lot of this is like really bad lighting and like really bad shadows. I swear, chat, I'm actually pretty. You know, maybe maybe I have to be extra ugly on stream. Don't put any makeup on. Have terrible lighting and shadows, so when people see the real me, they're gonna it's by comparison, it's gonna look so much better that they think I'm absolutely drop dead gorgeous. It's a psychological trick. Because if I do all my relaxing casual streams with top tier setup, then people are gonna get used to it. But if I do all my streams without makeup, without any good lighting, with like shitty preparation, with shitty everything, then when I actually get professional level quality from outside help, like, you know, makeup artist or whatever, or when I actually do it, and like, then people are gonna see that, you know, the giant contrast, and it's in comparison, it's gonna look so much better than if I was if I just looked like my A game all the time. So if you phone it into like a C or a D all the time, people may not, like, you know, think your quality's bad, but then when you go to a B and A or S tier, people are gonna be like, "Whoa!" See, it's a psychological game, okay? I'm playing 9D chess. You have no idea. I playing 9D chess. Oh, that was it. Okay. Now, what does this one need to be? It has three inputs. Here. Oh, no? Oh, this one has obviously the one with the text on it. Oh. Obviously the one with the text on it. Okay, there we go. Yay, we're getting some progress. You know, there's people out there who have a very, very, very squeaky clean reputation. Those are the people you should be worried about. Okay? In my experience, people with the absolute most clean reputation are probably the people who are going to hurt you the most. I have a lot of life experience, believe it or not. I have a lot of isolation, though. But a lot of that is kind of not really my fault. A lot of it is, maybe 25% of it. I don't think anything is ever 100% your fault or not your fault. There's always something that's your fault. Although it's a difference between like something that's like literally not your fault, like being a victim of abuse, especially as a child or something like that. And then there's something that's like literally your fault, like being an abuser. So, but unless it's those two cases, pretty much everything is kind of a gray area. And I think I'm on the side of being not at fault for the things that have happened to my reputation. I think people are willing to forgive someone, especially someone who's not like someone who has like a huge established presence in a community somewhere or something like that. Like I don't really have like a huge established presence in the world. So I think like obviously, especially as a content creator, I'm like a nobody. So obviously stuff that happens while I'm here, I'm not going to use that as an excuse by any means. But I'm still figuring shit out as a content creator. And there's mistakes that we make as content creators that I think are easier to forgive for somebody in my position rather than somebody who's been in like the top for like years and years and years, and then suddenly it comes to light that there's been this huge scandal while they were doing that. Like that's very different. Like for someone like me, it's just like, hey, I'm stupid as fuck. I have no idea what I'm doing. I never meant any bad intention or anything like that. That's a little different. It's not like it's like 100% like not my fault or anything for being annoying on Discord and shit. But I think there's worse things in life. Yeah, like every now and then it's just randomly, my camera just randomly ridiculous. My coffee should be ready. You got a lot of work to do. Like piecing together the puzzle of my mind. It's like only a 100-piece puzzle. I'm so bad at this. It's okay. There's worse things in life. There we go. I need to make this line. This line goes all the way up until it doesn't. This next one is a crosshatch or crossing point. Okay, and here we go. Here's the Y. Oh. There we go. Oh. Oh, new is a part of something. Okay. And then now we just have 2 going at the same time. And then 1 finishing this one. The angle. Yay, finished that portion of the Y. That portion. I finished that portion of the Y. Wouldn't it be funny if this whole time I've been faking an American California accent and I'm actually like, I have a different accent? We have a different portion. And what if in order to debate the entire internet to hide my identity, I actually, this whole time, I've been using AI technology to make me look like a woman, but it's actually not what you think. It's because I was actually assigned female at birth, and and I was trying to go from female to male, but I went the other direction. So that people wouldn't know that I was actually a trans man. They would think I'm a trans woman because they saw my entire transformation. And when I said facial feminization, it was actually facial masculinization. And when I said orchiectomy, it was actually hysterectomy. And I used insane AI technology for the other content. Yeah, what's more likely to be true? The truth or that? The truth is that my name is Rebecca Lauren, she, her pronouns. I'm a strong and beautiful woman. That's the truth. Everything I've been talking about, except for obvious, jokes, is true. I have not been trying to debate anybody. I don't know why anybody would think that would be the case, but there's got to be people who see me on Discord and they're like, is that picture even you? I'm like, what are you talking about? That's actually, like, obviously not now at the moment when my webcam is shitty and the lighting is well, the webcam's good. I mean, I have a Canon EOS SL3. Like, it's really freaking good. But my lighting and my studio environment are terrible. So, you can't make up for bad lighting that way. However, I don't really have the kind of setup at the moment to do that. I just have my room. And this is just like a Logitech. My previous webcam that I used. Which is actually not bad either. But I do like the Canon better. Okay, this one's gonna have a line on the bottom with the green. With the light blue, yeah. Oh, that's the wrong one. Something similar to that one. Yeah, there's 2 like that. And this one is going to have similar. Oh. Yeah, all the pieces that are like that. Okay. Almost done with this entire corner. Oh, it's the side piece, obviously. I don't know why I didn't realize that was a side piece. See, this is how my mind doesn't really put things together, you see? I have to do a lot of trial and error. Oh, you know what? I forgot my estrogen. I don't want any mood swings. You don't want that either, chat. You don't want me to be going through mood swings, okay? There you go. Ah! proof that it's estrogen, of course. Got 6B or whatever that is, whatever it says. Take my word for it, it's estrogen, it's not something else. Hey, could you imagine if I was actually a cisgender, a assigned female person, but I felt ugly? And so in order to counter that, I went so far beyond what any sane person would do, and pretended to be a trans woman instead. But this whole time, I was a cisgender woman using AI to adjust my appearance. just have the lines left. It's like a piece similar to that angle kind of thing. Like right there. Can't be. Okay. What to do? Trying not to flash a titty at you. It's gonna take some time for like my brain to kind of get like back to some semblance of normal, because like literally like everything's shaken up from that surgery, and like it's just kind of one of those kind of things. And there's also like scar tissue, so everything still looks weird. I have to like push on it every day throughout the day. Just, you know, trying to get all that scar tissue to like all the, I guess like, see, I guess what they do, I'm not exactly sure. Maybe I'll research it on or off stream. But like when they do stitches and stuff, they put sutures in there. And it keeps everything there, but like it dissolves over time, and like I have to push them down because they try to come out, and like I need to put them like inward and like break them up or something like that. And then over the course of like a year, they'll come back. It's still it's way better than right after surgery. Like the hair's growing back, everything's good. It's really kind of jigsaw puzzly right now. My whole brain is shaken up, and you know, binging cannabis didn't help too much with that. So I'm also, you know, been coming off of that for a couple weeks now. So that's kind of why I've been like really kind of out of it for a while. Some of it is, you know, just literally like, I think my brain is just shaken up from the surgery. And also, yeah, anesthesia, and then like pain meds. And, you know, cannabis, that was part of my pain management. I mean, it wasn't, like, prescribed, but the doctor A-okayed it. I waited, like, 2 weeks before I asked the doctor about it. I don't take any chances when it comes to doctors and surgeries and stuff. I only get one body, and I don't want to go against, you know, the recommendations of a medical professional. You know, with cannabis, it's more of a personal, spiritual reason why I quit. And besides, obviously, I could have kept using cannabis, but I want to be at my best for this surgery coming up, and I already had a surgery, so it's like I need to like go above and beyond, which is why I'm exercising a lot, which is probably also why I'm so tired. And why I feel so gross and ugly is because I think I'm in this period of time right now where I just need to Like I'm in this period of time right now where I just need to kind of like let things settle and accept the ugly parts of everything. Because you know, getting surgeries is a big deal, and having like big changes to your body and your you know, like stuff like that, it's a big deal, and it's gonna be with me my whole life. So it's like I feel really gross and ugly now, but like, you know, and that's not gonna be forever. Nothing's forever. Okay, so now I'm gonna figure out these lines. Oh, it was right there all along. Little did you know, Rebecca, you had it in you all along. Whoops. Got it in you all along. Okay. Uh, mm, mm, mm. Yeah, sometimes I think just accepting, like, sometimes you're like, you don't have to be perfect all the time. Like, you really don't. God damn it, here's pissing me off, though. Yeah, it's still like awkward because of the surgery. It'll all grow out into itself. Just really frustrating right now. It's good enough. Okay. Poppy. Okay, so what needs to be done here? There's a blue part. And this is just gonna have no lines at all, I think. Oh no. Oh, it's gonna have part of the leaf thing in it. Or it's just gonna be blue. There. And then this is like, there's a curved one. Oh, there's line in this one. It's a line. Oh, it's a straight line. There we go. Oh, not quite. Obviously, this is an edge piece. In fact, it's right there. Okay, need a straight line with blue on the bottom, right here. Yay! Okay, other edge piece. More of the line. And the edge pieces are all going to have a line all the way to the top of the A. Okay. And we finally have this entire, and now we just need 2 puzzle pieces, 2 jigsaw pieces to connect those. There's no lines in them. And they're obviously edge pieces. Not that one. Yay! Okay, we've completed all the edges. All the edges are complete. Now we need to finish the lettering. What the heck? Not again. Okay. What even is this? Okay, I need to complete the A. I think this one is there. Okay, now we got another angle. Oh, so this was that piece all along. Okay, and one more, or 2 more to complete the lines, the letters. Okay, we've completed every single piece with the letters in it. And now we just have these pieces left. So we have this. All input pieces. Right there. Do we have any more of those? No. Yes. Something that has a line on the top. through it. Okay. Now we're gonna have to look at the actual pieces. Configuration. Two inputs. One output. Need one input, one output. Please. As a part of the leaf and the line. This is going to be part of the leaf. Or those flames? They're leaves. Okay, 4 pieces left. Oh, that's the wrong spot. There we go. Looks like I'm missing a piece. There's only 4 left. I must have dropped one. We'll find it after. We can find these 3 first. Oh, there it is. Okay, now we need to find the other missing piece after this. There's 1 piece left after this. 1 piece. 1 piece. Okay, we're missing 1 final piece. There's 1 piece. Are we ever gonna find the 1 piece? Are we ever gonna find the 1 piece? It's a metaphor, chat. It's symbolic. The 1 piece isn't something you obtain. It's something that was there all along. Do you understand? They spelled it wrong. It's not peace like a piece, it's P-E-A-C-E. In order to obtain peace, you need to be Kumadra. Okay. Where is it? Where'd it go? No, there it is. I found it. It was in the shadows. It was in the shadows. Yay! We did it! We did it! Ha 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 ha! We did it! We did it! I can't believe it. I can kind of believe it. I can kind of believe it. What the hell? Oh. Okay. Oh, you know what I should do? I should put it away. Where's the box? Where did I put the box? Where did I put the box? Okay. Now we need to do this really satisfying part. We did it. We did it. This is the only puzzle I have, so we're gonna have to do more some other time. Like online or something. I think that was nice. I think that was nice. Need to get a bag for it. We did it! I can't believe I did it. I mean, I kind of do, but I was actually having a really tough time with it yesterday, and I slept on it. And then when I started working on it the next day, it wasn't so bad. Sometimes we just have to, you know, let our minds process things first before we start getting... Well, first of all, you should never get mad or ashamed of yourself or feel like you're a failure. But, you know, if you feel that way, give it a night to work on the problem, and it won't be so bad the next time. Oh, don't want to miss a piece. Should have framed it. No, that's not how puzzles are supposed to be. Puzzles are supposed to be put together and then taken apart and then put together again. But I've already done that one, so I probably won't do it again. But I'm done. Woo! Yeah, what do we want to do now? You guys want to draw? You guys want to draw? Now that we have the table cam on, we can do more. I don't have any more puzzles. Maybe we'll turn my finished sketches into actual puzzles one day. You can do that. I think if you submit a picture online, there's got to be programs that turn it into a puzzle. So we might be puzzle makers over here. I was trying to do rose petal, basically the technology, the technology behind it, or the physics behind it is that it's like a cylinder, but like you kind of have to give the illusion of like petals that are coming off of it, like peeling off. I need to clip this onto something. No. No, it's... heck? Why? Drawing your own comic? I have, but I'm not very good at anything, it seems. Anything that I actually want to do, I keep seem to be failing at. I don't know, my mind is just so fucked up. Like, everything's just always on edge. I can barely concentrate. Why is it so blurry suddenly? Okay, there we go. About. Usually I keep it a little bit up higher, but I can't really do that for stream. I'll clip it onto the monitor. I think the way I had it before. Okay. Can you change the category? What would my comic be about? How about we could do something really simple? It could be the story of somebody who runs out of options in their life and tries doing it everybody else's way for so long that that person finally just decides to start streaming on Twitch. And throughout the course of those 4 years of streaming, that person just, finds out what really matters in life. And starts to improve areas of that person's own life in a way that never would have happened if it weren't for that journey that that person went through. Meeting people who that person would have never had the courage to even talk to. Work with a therapist in a way that that person never would have been able to without having the courage to put herself out there. Possibly that person goes through a transition, medical transition of some sort. Doesn't necessarily have to be transgender. Maybe it is. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's a comic book graphic novel thing. Maybe it's a graphic novel about my experience. Maybe it's autobiographical. Maybe I'm gonna share things in my graphic novel that you guys have never even heard about. Maybe there's things that have been going on behind the scenes that I've been keeping to myself. And maybe I'm going to finally showcase that in my graphic novel. We have a lot of work to do on our drawing, or at least my writing, because I could always commission an artist, like an actual professional artist, or maybe I could do it. Maybe that would be part of it. It's possible. I'm not really trying to do my art for that reason. I'm just trying to use it as a way to process things in my mind in a way that I've never really been able to before, such as the jigsaw puzzle earlier. Being able to piece things together. Yeah, I was just using Krita. It's a paint program, although sketching is much more beneficial to my brain, I think. That's usually for like final products. Sketching is more of a rough draft. And I'm still working on fundamentals. So, I have a lot of work to do in my sketchbook. I don't really want to bring it over into digital art unless I start to really polish my ability, and I want to do finished products more. I have like a long time to develop like an art skill. I'm not doing this for real life benefits outside of my own mental health. I mean, I don't know if, I mean, whatever happens, happens. I highly doubt that I'm going to be able to make it as a professional artist. Okay. That's not why I'm doing this. And I think I need to stop pursuing things in life just because, like, oh, I need to do something for a career. I need to do something for a career. Like, every single thing I've pursued in my life was things that I loved and then was tarnished by the realities of the world, by the realities that I need to somehow make a living. And when I think when I started not caring so much about that, I think that's when I actually, ironically, start to make some progress on things. Because, like, if I'm always trying to, like, monetize everything, like, you know, what's really, like, it's gonna come across in my desperation. Yeah, hobby. I need to learn how to have hobbies, which is why I'm drawing. I started sketching it. It's actually, it's more therapeutic, actually. It's not even a hobby. Lucas. Oh, and welcome back. Sometimes I get my viewers confused because I was talking to Rogue and now I'm talking to you, so. I have a setup for, I have a desk set up right now, so it's like, there we go. But yeah, I think when it comes to, like, hobbies, I take hobbies too far. I start doing hey Fat Yosh. I start taking it beyond a hobby and then it becomes some kind of, like, frantic pursuit. And then it ironically ends up going in the direction that I don't want it to go. A jigsaw? Yeah, I was doing a jigsaw puzzle earlier. Those are, or people just call them puzzles. Yeah, it's really hard. It's really hard to find something that, like, is just pure therapy. Like, even right now, I'm drawing and it is therapeutic, but, like, I'm also streaming it. And that becomes something beyond, I mean, that's therapeutic in its own way, too. It's like, I don't know, maybe I should just stop trying to force everything. Not everything has to be perfect. And in fact, if something is perfect, that's okay, too. I'm allowed to be perfect. I'm allowed to not be perfect. I'm allowed to be intensely focused on something. I'm also allowed to be scatterbrained. Yeah. Yeah, well, perfectionism can cause severe mental illness. Especially since I'm not even that good. Oh God! How am I supposed to trust my brain's ability to determine if I'm actually not good at something, or if I'm actually way better than I could ever possibly imagine at something, but I don't accept it. How can I ever trust myself to know that? Like, if I'm looking at something I'm doing, I'm like, this is shit. I'm like, this is terrible. I'm shit. I mean, obviously, I think this is objectively bad. Like, I was doing that, like, in music. Like, there was another tenor saxophonist, and I thought he was, like, when I listened to him play, I was like, oh, I wish I could sound like him. Like, he sounds so good. And then when I played, he came up to me and he's like, wow, like, you sound hella good. He's like, I wish I could sound like you. And I was like, I wish I could sound like you. And it's like, how am I supposed to trust my ability to determine what actually is good and what actually needs improvement? Am I just such a perfectionist that maybe I actually am insanely good at what I do, but I can't accept it? And so I hear it in my brain as absolutely horrendously bad, even when it's not. But I don't know that it's horrendously good. I mean, it sounds horrendously bad in my own brain, even though other people would not hear it that way. Yeah, I mean, everybody around you, like my therapists, my doctors, my case management, like all the people on my care team, in whatever capacity or job title they have, because there's multiple people, continually say, like, Rebecca, you're doing, like, really well. Like, you are a good patient. Like, you are succeeding. And it doesn't feel like I'm succeeding. And part of that is because I think I'm comparing my success. I'm tying my success to my financial outcomes. I'm tying my success to my living situation. I don't know, and those things can change. So hopefully I can overcome that one way or the other, either internally or literally just solve the financial problem and the living situation problem and the social problem, and then maybe it'll just make itself work. Who knows? So if I just hold on, maybe it'll just solve itself. I mean, I'm working on it, but it seems like working on it is making it worse. So maybe I should stop working on it. Oh yeah, I had this little Among Us drawing. Yeah, I mean, like, it's real. Like a wage, like, always thinking about money. That's, what do I really need money for? I need it for food, shelter, and, like, maybe some, like, luxuries every now and then. And for me, luxuries are not really luxuries for me. It's luxuries such as, just because Andrew Tate said it doesn't mean it's bad. Because sometimes he says things that are actually so vague and generic that basically, like, a robot could say it. It doesn't mean that Andrew Tate has good things to say. He's filthy rich, but he's a criminal and he's a terrible person. It's all gonna come crashing down. Do you understand? Like, if you make money that way, it's going to come back and bite you one way or the other. And if he doesn't suffer anything in his own life, he's suffering something internally that he can never come back from. And if your quality of life is affected by your actions, you dig yourself into so far of a hole, at some point you're going to be the one harming yourself. And I don't know, some people never do. So I think we should just move on. Yeah, it's not even about, see, it's tainted by what we know about him. And even though he technically wasn't, like, brought to justice, being found not guilty is not the same as not doing anything wrong. Okay, he got away with something. I think it's gonna catch up to him at some point. He's a human trafficker. One way or the other. He manipulated people, and you can argue whatever you want. People sometimes are so convinced that they're not slaves that they will beg their masters to help them, and that they will crawl themselves back to them. That's how manipulative behavior is. And he's just capitalizing on a whole bunch of insecurities towards young men who are just wanting to look for some kind of way out of this. For some way out of this cycle of poverty, for this cycle of abuse. But it's gonna get worse. Because the lies that he's selling people are like factually wrong. Like just scientifically proven to not work. Yeah, he's filthy rich, but he earned that money like harming people. I don't think anyone should die unless there's absolutely I mean, like if someone's gonna kill you, then yeah, and that's the only way to survive it. I think he needs to come to some kind of accountability and stop and not be allowed to brainwash young men. It's a really I'm not the one to answer this question. Sorry. I don't there's people who have way more knowledge about this shit. I don't know. I kind of fell out of the loop of anime. A long time ago. The last manga I was reading, like, I don't know. So Naruto, I never finished it. I was like on chapter like 520 or something like that. One Piece, I was only on the third tankobon, or the third volume. So I am so far behind in the manga that I wanted to read, and I read them in Japanese because it's my second language. But I read Japanese slower than I read English, and I also am not too interested in manga or anime right now for a long time. Yeah, it's all just like kind of a lot of things are kind of just like, you know how like you go to Walmart and you know there's like a microwave and it's just like a generic microwave and it works and you can mass produce them. It's not that there's anything wrong with the microwave, it gets the job done. But like, it's not as good as like this top-of-the-line microwave that you buy specifically from the manufacturer. That like, you know, has like a very like good deal on it. It's high quality but not overly expensive, and it's also it also comes with like a warranty and like the the manufacturers are always like responding to like issues that customers have and all that kind of stuff, which is very different than like if you get it at Walmart, you know, the person who's selling it to you, they're just some random person that works there. They don't, you know, they might even just put it up on the shelf. They broke it when they put it up on the shelf, and then you buy it and you're like, this is broken. It didn't, and the person who's there like, oh, well, I didn't hear anything break when I put it up there, but it's like, it's something that happened internally that they had no way of knowing. It's things like that, right? Like mass-produced things that obviously get the job done. But like, it's like making artwork into a commodity rather than using it as a form of human expression, which is why AI can, I don't want to say words like never, but I really feel like nothing will ever replace the human soul that people actually, like, why do we purchase art? Why do we commission art? Why do we absorb art into our lives? And if you remove the reason, then it's no longer serves any purpose. If it's just a pretty picture, that's not the same as like this person's life. Like this picture was like a part of this person's life. Like, you know, you might even know the person's like what was going on in the artist's life while they were drawing it. And especially nowadays, they might even draw it live on like a live stream. And so there's this whole connection involved with it that you don't get with just commissioning an AI. Like, okay, like it looks nice. Now what? You just throw it away, just like you throw away, you know, like anything else. Like, even though like art is always going to be like less efficient for a human to draw, for some things it's better if you have an AI to do things like really quick, like concept art things, really quick, like just marketing things, like whatever. But like for actual like human expression that humans are starving for, that goes beyond the page, that goes into like the life experience of the artist themselves, I think that's the next step of the AI generation. Is that, yeah, we have AI that solves a whole bunch of problems, but then we realize that that uncovers a whole bunch of deeper needs that humans are not having met. So I think AI might even be the best thing that ever happened to human artwork, because it's uncovering the reasons why we do art in the first place, because it's showing us what perfect, quick art form, what quick art generation is. And it's going to improve, of course, but then it has something that we're missing. And if we speed it along and showcase what exactly is the reason to draw art or to make art, and AI can speed that up to hyperspeed so that we can uncover those problems and those solutions quicker. And then we realize, like, I can have a bot just commission me some art, but is anybody really going to care about it? And I really don't think many people are going to care about it. I think the reason why people purchase art or commission art, or even, like, when I say sell, it's not necessarily financial. Like, when you sell something to somebody, you're having them like pay attention to it, pay interest to it. Like, they're paying their attention. And it's because, like, oh wow, like, did an AI draw that? Oh no, actually an artist drew that. Oh wow, like, what does the artist do? Like, you know, like what communities are they a part of? Like, it helps us realize that there's more than just a product involved in the art creation process. There's a whole surrounding series of things that add up to our unconscious or to our subconscious appreciation of those things. And I think with AI, we can start actually narrowing those down. And we can actually start seeing, like, you know, I've said it already a million times, like, what are the actual reasons why we are so fascinated by art. And it's like the imperfections, the human element. The story. You know, like, who cares about, like, obviously we know about artists like Van Gogh, but what does everybody know about Van Gogh? What does everybody who ever heard about Van Gogh know about his life? Is that he cut off his own ear to send it to, like, a woman he loved. Like, that's not something that's a part of his art, but we all know that about him. And so when we see his art, it triggers that understanding. It triggers that memory, that knowledge. So, like, do we really appreciate Van Gogh's art for the art itself? Or for what the art triggers inside of us to tell us about that human soul? And so I think that a lot of people are freaking out about AI. They're freaking out about some things with good reason. But I think we need to shift our attention to the things that actually matter and the things that actually, like, mean something to human society, where it's not the art itself. Unless it's just supposed to be some soulless piece of artwork. Like, you know, you just need, like, an AI to generate, like, a background for your webpage or something that nobody's going to care about. Because you just need it to look a certain way. You don't really need people to care about it. That's what AI is going to really thrive at. But I think AI can't... I don't personally believe that AI can replace human artists. Because I really don't think the art that we create is really what people are purchasing. They're supporting the artist. You know, because it's like, oh, why should I buy this piece of artwork? Somebody just, like, you know, put it into a prompter and had, like, a bot make it. Like, why should I care about it? Like, yeah, it's pretty, but it's just like that Walmart painting that was, like, mass produced by, like, some, like, really quick, like, generic, like, you know, illustrator. Which even that is still better than an AI, I think, because then you can still realize, like, somebody did that for, you know, somebody was able to put food on their table because of that. Like, that's what humans really care about. I believe. I believe at a fundamental level, people truly care about other humans, even if they convince themselves that they don't. I really do believe that. Like, at the most fundamental level, that people really do care about other humans. We're inherently social animals. We want to be accepted. I know that, at least in my experience. I want to be accepted. Because there's a survival about it. You know, it's like the same reason. Like, people say, oh, you know, AI is going to destroy, like, take streamers' jobs away or whatever. Like, it feels like a waste of time to, like, watch some streamer who doesn't exist. Like a VTuber is still a person. And yeah, like an AI could like replace that, and maybe there'd be no way to tell the difference. That's kind of scary, I know, but I think the future of the industry, of any industry, is going to be verified humans. If you could verify that someone is a human, which means that people are going to have to stop being anonymous. Because I think anonymity is going to fail. Because with anonymity, people don't, if people don't really care about AI, why would they care about an anonymous person where they can't verify if that person is an AI or not? So I feel like with VTubers and all, that's not anonymous. They're still using their voice. It's still the person. And they might even use a voice changer, but it's still the base material. The foundational material is still a human being that lives. But I really do think that eventually, the way the AI revolution is heading, if you're going to want to be successful in any industry, you're going to have to come out of the shadows. And you're going to have to do more than just your work. You're going to have to do more work to like become a part of the community, because people crave community. People crave social interaction and being inspired by people. And so I think people are like, why do you use your full name on the internet? I'm like, because I ripped that band-aid off a long time ago, even with my dead name. I ripped that band-aid off because I know that that's where the future is heading, is full disclosure. Maybe not full disclosure, but you know what I mean? You're gonna have to do more than just one thing in order to to have value, because AI can replace your abilities. If AI can replace at a fundamental level in significantly better and more efficient, faster abilities, such as drawing or making web pages or any of these kind of technical abilities, it doesn't mean you can't do those things. It means that if you want to be able to be a part of something that's valuable, you're going to have to bring more to the table than just a skill. And I think that's always been the case, and I think people have known that for a very long time. I think they've known that for hundreds of years at least. Especially with the Industrial Revolution. And I think it's different than what we currently value, because I think with AI, we're brute forcing our way to figuring out solving the problem of technical ability. But if we take away technical ability, what else is there? And there's definitely a lot of things left over besides technical ability. And we're now going to start exploring that as a society together because of AI. That it might be the biggest revolution to human society that we could have ever imagined. Even though people are so afraid of it. But if you let go of that fear and you allow it to do what it does best, with certain regulations, because it could be considered more dangerous than the atom bomb. I do think there should be some serious regulation. But I think certain things that aren't that dangerous, aren't that kind of level of danger, it will kind of stress test and put to the test what we really value as human species. And it'll unearth all these things that we never really would have found. Because we would have taken thousands of years to develop that ability. Whereas AI is just speeding it up. We found that with really simple things. I mean, not simple, but more straightforward things like chess, for example. Chess, it would have taken millions of years of human study to get to where chess engines are now. Oh, hey, welcome, Raiders. Maurice, how you doing? A moose ref? Moose juice is loose? How you doing? How you guys got your moose juice? I just had some coffee. Welcome. A little bit of introduction. My name is Rebecca Lauren. Whoa, what the hell? How did that happen? That was weird. That was from earlier. I think I did like a weird delay thing with my webcam to make it so that I could cancel it in case something bad happened. But now I need to add that. That's actually good that I found that out now. That would have been bad if something bad was on the camera. Hey, B Munch. Let's see. How are you guys doing? What were you guys doing on stream before? Let me check out Moose Ref. Let's see. Oh, you just had a 6-hour stream. Oh, you were drawing. Oh, nice. You like to draw like landscapes and stuff, like fantasy maps. Looks like you were drawing like some kind of fantasy map. Hey, Maddie, how you doing? Oops, my camera did something. Yeah. Well, you know, keep up the good work. I'm just kind of sketching more for therapeutic reasons right now. You're also playing some like... Oh, that wasn't a game. That was your BR back stream. Yeah, it looks like you like to do like fantasy settings, like fantasy artwork. It seems. Looks like a big mountain range. That looks great. Pen and ink drawings, yeah. Oh, that's good. Very interactive. Like, I'm not that talented. I can't just like take suggestions from chats. I have a lot of work to do. Yeah, I decided to do cam today. I don't feel I don't feel like very super recently. Like I've been recovering from facial feminization surgery the past 4 months. You can still see some like, you know, kind of dark kind of circles and stuff in my eyes. I don't really feel like wearing makeup. All art is beautiful art. Yes. But you know, it's just one of those things where it's like I'm kind of like decided to go webcam today, and I was doing jigsaw puzzles earlier, so I set up like this, and I'm like, you know what, I have this set up now. How about I just, you know, I've been doing a lot of sketching off stream. Yeah, see, there's a problem now. Yeah, there's a problem. If I change scenes, like if I change scenes, it'll go back to the one I canceled it from. So I know, I think I know why. So wait, let me, yeah, because if I go over to this, yeah, it'll skip. So what I need to do is do this, then do this. I actually don't know. Yeah, I need to fix that. That's a serious problem. Because the whole reason I did that was because if I accidentally showed something on stream, like... Yeah, see, it's still, that's bad. It's really bad. That's really bad. Oh, well, we won't worry about it for now. Yeah, I was trying to fix a problem. Because, like, I wanted to figure out a way to, like, have a panic button for the stream. Honestly, if something bad that happened, I guess I would just close OBS at that point. Yeah. But yeah, I really appreciate the raid. We're just kind of chilling right now. I look super ugly right now. I have actually been doing a lot of no-cam streams. Because I haven't really felt totally myself. You know, I had a pretty serious surgery. I recovered really well, and I've been taking care of myself. But then also psychologically, I had to take care of myself too. And then I kind of overdid it. I kind of binged cannabis for longer than I probably should have. And it's been about like 2.5 weeks or something since I quit. It was for like the past, like in March. At the end of March, I had my facial feminizing surgery, and that really beat me up. Like, that really beat me up. That really beat me up pretty bad. But it's good because, you know, I got some amazing results, and my lighting is terrible. I look a lot better than this, okay? Okay, trust me. Trust me, I look a lot better. Okay, but like, there's some issues still. It takes a while. It takes like a year for everything to fully settle in. I am having bottom surgery at the end of the year, okay? So, basically, if you don't know me at all, my name is Rebecca Lauren. I am a pretty much just chatting streamer. I do a bunch of stuff. Yeah, I mean, I had like forehead advancement. I had orbital bone reduction. I had a nose job. I had chin contour, not chin, but I had jawline contouring, and I had Adam's apple reduction. It was pretty intense. It was an 8-hour surgery, and I passed it with flying colors. Okay, like, it was a real test. And the next surgery, the bottom surgery I'm having is like a 5-hour surgery, and you know, relatively low risk. Although apparently you hear online from the people, it's really easy to look at like the people who report like complications, because pretty much all the people who didn't have complications, who had a good surgery, are probably not going to Reddit to talk about it. And so that kind of puts things in perspective. That like, if the only people you see are the people who had severe problems, then you're gonna think that everybody has a problem. So, yeah, the comments, the bad thing. Yeah, not the good ones. Yeah. It's like and also you never even know if it's some kind of like really transphobic person. Yeah, don't trust Reddit for anything. Just trust it to get like memes, cat pictures, and porn. That's about it. Everything else is just, everybody has an opinion, and they all smell like shit. You know what? I think the problem was only introduced because of the second webcam. Because I don't think I had that problem before with like canceling things and all that. I don't know. I need to figure this out off stream. Because, I mean, that could be very dangerous. Like, obviously, I've been streaming for 4 years. So if anything happens on camera that I do not want to show, like, I already do a lot of work to not let anything like that happen. Like, I've had some nip slips, okay? I don't want, you know... But I have like a emergency panic button, so if I accidentally like whip a tit out or something like that, that I can just cancel it out. But if that happened and then what happened earlier happened, that would be really bad. But as far as stuff that shows on screen, though, I've also gotten pretty good at not showing that. Although I have had some really very, very, very bad experiences. We're not even going to talk about those. You know, people linking, basically don't click on shit that people link to you in chat without looking at it on a second monitor or even off stream entirely first. That's about it. Don't, I mean, even if it's a YouTube link, check if it's unlisted or not. Because they might be like, you know, pulling a forcing on you. I got like a 2-month ban for that, and I don't even know how I got unbanned. Then I had a really close call that we're never going to talk about. Yeah, first rule of Fight Club is don't talk about it. Yeah, of course, you know, the part of human experience is that, like, I could sit here and apologize for, like, you know, my lack of, you know, stream quality. I could sit here and apologize for, like, oh yeah, you know, I didn't even put makeup on. I look really ugly. Like, yeah, all that. But, like, honestly, even if that were true, I don't think I'm ugly. I think I'm really pretty. But even if that were all true, like, who cares? And it's like, humans are imperfect. Yeah, do not talk about Fight Club. I have no idea what I'm drawing. It's really abstract. I'm mostly just, like I said, it's mostly like therapeutic just because I'm like, I need something to keep my hand relaxed, my mind relaxed, and just also kind of working on like my shapes and my lines. I drew that random Among Us character. That was kind of random. Like, I have no idea what I'm drawing. Oh yeah, nice music. It's rainwave.cc/OC remix. It's it'll never get your VODs muted on that specific channel. Although you're really unlikely to get muted on the game or chiptunes channel, which I also listen to. It's OC Remix is a website that is dedicated to the music community in the video game scene. There's like it's been around since I first joined the internet back in like forever ago, like in the year like 2000 something, like 2001 or something. I don't know when they actually started, but VG Music and OC Remix were my original communities back when I was a kid. And there's a robust library of community-created video game remixes. And so I think, you know, it's great to listen to on stream. And also, if you go to the Rainwave internet radio, they curate it for you. And see, like Haley Bop was actually in the VG Music community, unless that says different Haley Bop. But there was a Haley Bop in the VG Music forums that I knew of. I was in the community. I was not very liked. I was kind of annoying. I was the annoying 12-year-old. I wanted everyone to like me. And they did, but then I started acting weird and they didn't like me anymore because I got annoying. I try not to be annoying. I was just being myself and I just wanted people to accept me. But I just was looking for acceptance in the wrong places. Looking for acceptance on the internet is that obviously there's going to be people who accept you, but you also just like, it's looking for acceptance in the wrong places. You have to accept yourself first, no matter what. I guess it's supposed to be like a background of the space station that's maybe crashing down around them, and then the Among Us character is twerking. Like this is the front pic. You know the GIF, like on Discord, like the Discord Nitro. Thanks for the follow, Adamami. There, you know the Discord Nitro like animated GIF of like the Among Us character twerking. Like this is the front of that character. A very bad rendering of it. The Might of Baron. Maybe this is a big giant like spider mech or it's Elon Musk's evil corporation and this is a big X. Maybe this is the beginning of Elon Musk's evil empire. And there's like a big X. It's all coming together now. You know, I could also kind of do some work over here. Some blending. But I don't know if that's a good idea. I don't really know. I don't know how to use every single piece of art tool. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Yeah, I mean, things are going pretty well. Considering all the issues I've been having the past, which a lot of my my longtime viewers know, I've been sharing a lot of my journey with me, and part of the reason why I continued streaming for the past 4 years is because it's been a huge place for me to just kind of process what I'm going through. Sometimes I think I overshare. I have overshared a lot, but I don't think that's gonna ruin my life. I don't think so. In fact, it might even have helped save my life. And I do think that I'm doing the world, I think I'm putting something really meaningful out into the world, which is basically I've been inputting data of like the real life experience of a transgender person going from male to female from, you know, I haven't given the whole process. I haven't streamed 24/7. That would be really bizarre, but also, and just illegal in some cases, like because like there's like HIPAA protections and like people's privacy, and like, you know, there's other people in life than just me. And if, you know, but also of course all the years of experience that I had when I first knew I was trans, like back in like 2006 or so. Obviously, like I came out and then I couldn't feel like I could socially transition because I didn't have a path, or I was too afraid to pursue the path of medical transition. And so like I put myself back in the closet, and it wasn't until 2019 when I started streaming and I kind of stress tested myself to the point of not being able to move forward without doing this at all. Like, not move forward in my life at all. Things would have been really, 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 really bad if I didn't actually do what I needed to do. And so, like, I took the correct path, as difficult as it is, as like society has basically just kind of in a lot of cases completely just turned their back on trans people. A lot of people have been helping us. A lot of people love us. But it's still a very uphill battle. But I think I need to take care of my own life and find my own happiness in life. But I have shared a lot of my experience in a way that I don't think any other trans person has. Maybe others have as well, but obviously nobody has my life except for me. And so, it's a case-by-case basis thing for every single person. They even say your mileage may vary, so... it's like everything is anecdotal for not everything. There are like a lot of common details, and that's where research comes into play. But, and that's where I think my data can be really invaluable to the future of humanity. And, maybe one day everything that I've been working on will really kind of start to make sense. It's kind of like a drawing. Like, you kind of start off with like an idea, but it's not until you actually start working on it that you kind of see what's going on, and then you have more purpose. At least that's how I'm not like an insanely talented artist. Not by any stretch. I'm getting hungry again. I gotta be right back. Yeah, like, of course things are going to be difficult, like, no matter what, for anybody. And so, like, I've also been trying to come to terms with, like, just because I need to stop pulling the trans card every single time things don't go my way. Because every single time I blame the way society treats me or the way I feel based on the fact that I'm trans, especially when there's other things at play, I really kind of set back the movement, and also just in general the entire civil rights movement, but like at least the trans movement, I set it back. And so I like try to take responsibility for everything that I am responsible for. the best I can. Some things are literally out of my control, but switch to a 2B. You know, like, obviously some things have nothing to do, I mean, obviously everything has to do with the fact that I'm transgender, but that's not necessarily, I mean, that's just a default. Like, I am trans, so that, like, everything is affected by my experience. But, like, you know, when I blame something on, like, bigotry, even if there is an element of that, when I blame something on, like, anything like that, I set the movement back. Yeah, I mean, there is transphobia. But I feel like there's some things in my life that I need to take responsibility for that have nothing to do with that. And maybe not nothing. You know, I think we're living in a weird time because the line is really blurred right now between what actually is transphobic and what is, like, actual just human experience. And then filtering it through transphobia can set us back. Although I think victim blaming is part of the problem. It is saying, oh, it's my fault for setting the movement back because someone was abusing me. Like, no, like, obviously we all have a role to play in this earth, and it's our choices that kind of determine where we end up. And some things are out of our control and some things aren't. Some things are in our control. But yeah, I mean, sometimes, I don't know, it's a really blurred line. I don't know exactly which part of my life not being where I want it to be. There are things that are definitely because of my choices. But which ones are my choices and which ones are just things out of my control? It's a really tough thing to answer. It really is. But I'm doing what I can. I'm working with the people I need to be working with. A lot of it is just a matter of time. A lot of it is just luck. And I think a lot of it is just like literally I just need to get past this surgery because it's my final one. Like, I'm getting the bottom surgery after so many years. Like, I knew I needed it back in, like, 2006. I declared that I needed it probably around 2008 or 2007 till I came out to, like, everybody. I didn't necessarily feel ready to come out for a while. And then I closeted back up because of lack of resources and lack of acceptance. And then I made a whole bunch of things that were not mistakes, but then I also made a lot of mistakes. A lot of mistakes in the interim. And then I think, you know, just because I make mistakes doesn't mean some of those things weren't mistakes. Because there were good things that happened in my life too. You know, like going back to college to study music. If there's anything where I existed and came out through all the bullshit that the previous version of myself was masking, that was me. That was Rebecca. That was me at my core, was when I studied in the music program. And a lot of that, there was still toxic stuff that came out of that. You know, a lot of toxic attitudes and behaviors, and I was doing toxic avoidance of issues. Because I was putting my all into the music program, but I sacrificed every other area of my life. And some of that is just for being autistic. You know, so I have to understand too, some things are because of transphobia. Some things are because of literal like gender dysphoria, which has nothing to do with transphobia so much. I had a grant for being poor, and I also got scholarships, but that was back in 2015 to 2018. I've only gone back to school once, and I'm really glad I did. But this July, I took a 6-week dance class, as we've talked about before, and that really changed everything. It put a lot of things in perspective. And it reminded me why I'm doing this. Like, I'm not in debt, if that's what you're wondering. I have zero debt. But taking that dance class, it brought me back into the community, and it reminded me exactly like what I'm doing all of this for. All this transitioning, all of this work in therapy, and then, you know, whatever I do on my own, like, you know, for therapeutic reasons, like streaming can be therapeutic. I know it's hard for some people to believe that. Maybe not. Maybe it's more common than I imagine. I think a lot of people start streaming because they need a place where they can kind of express themselves, to have a place where they can have a sense of community. In a world, especially during the pandemic, when we didn't have that at all, we had to stay inside. Yeah, thankfully, like, I had scholarships which helped me buy my music instruments, because I have good quality instruments because of scholarships I earned. I earned it. Like, I auditioned for the scholarships, I took the courses, I was putting my all into it, and I earned those scholarships. But I couldn't finish my degree. I can still finish it, but right now I actually want to focus more on, like, getting back into the swing of things by doing dancing. And dancing really changed a lot inside of me. Learning, like, ballet and modern dance and jazz dance. But it was more of an introduction, and it was more body conditioning. But it was also soul conditioning. Because there's a lot of things that I had buried down inside of me. There's, like, a lot of things that I buried. And I don't know, it took a lot of effort to get to where I am right now. I need food. It's some macaroni pasta with some broccoli, red onions, split pea soup, and I need to put some collagen powder in it for protein. I have this collagen powder, and it's made from beef. Definitely not vegan. It's got like it's got like a full amino acid chain. Serving size 2 scoops. I usually only use 1. It's more about frequency and less about amount. as I put it over my artwork. Hey, Dada. Should have got a bigger bowl. Ah ha 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 ha. Ah ha 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 ha. Yeah, I'm not sure what was happening earlier. Like, I had some issues earlier, but I don't know what that was all about. Wait, like... Yeah, I think it just I think it just means that if I go back, if I ever have to like cancel out something because I accidentally do something that or something happens on stream that'll get me banned or something like on accident, and then I want to cancel it out with my single button panic button, I have to really be careful how I resume the stream from that point. Otherwise, it'll just happen anyway. Now the problem is if there was actually something that happened on webcam, I would have to see it to know about it. That's like one of the problems. But I mean, those are one of the kind of the issues where I don't think that's going to be an issue because I'm already very careful about what I do on camera. But I think context. I mean, I'm already making a huge effort to avoid issues to begin with, and I think, you know, moderation usually takes that into account based on context. But at the same time, like, I can imagine, like, having like having someone else, like, you know, be in charge of the actual studio portion of the stream, and like I just RTMP through. And there would be a delay anyway, so they would be able to cancel that before it even showed up on OBS. Because there would be some lag of delay. Like someone would see it before it showed up on OBS. And they'd be able to hit a panic button before that. When will I get a Nintendo Switch? I can't afford that. Yeah, I mean, if that's a huge reward that keeps you motivated, then yeah, but there's more important things in life than video games. And there's plenty of free video games. But if that's going to make you happy and give you motivation to, sometimes a little bit goes a long way. Like if one purchase is going to help you in your life in ways that like aren't necessarily direct, I wish I had a job. I wish I could get a job. I wish I could maintain a job. I wish I could be around people. I actually kind of want to go to the library. Just be around people. Just read and draw. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that. Yeah, see, like, there's a problem. It does that when I do the hotkey to do it. So if I have to go to studio mode to fix it. Yeah, I have to do it in studio mode. If I just switch without being in studio mode, it'll carry over the previous delay and then abruptly switch back. Yeah, I mean, it's really tough. It's really competitive. It's really fucked up. And I wish there were things that, you know, I wish there were things that people who weren't as at least competitive in a, you know, in that kind of way, who aren't able to really meet the expectations of and competitive demands. I really wish there was ways for us to be okay, but instead I have to get SSI and basically cling on to the hope that one day I can push out of it in the way that I'm able to, which I have plans. I have plans. And streaming is not like the goal. So if I know that there's a lot of people there who, you know, you've been listening to me for a while, so you know better. But there might be a lot of people out there that think that this is the plan. This is not the fucking plan. Okay, this is a part of the coping to get to the plan. But this is more of like a more of a long-term solution that involves, like, streaming is kind of just kind of a side effect. And I don't know, I'm not going to be able to convince somebody who has, like, some idea of how stupid I am or whatever. I think I'm not even going to try with that. But trust me, streaming is not the plan. If anybody thinks that I am clinging on to some hope of being a professional streamer just by streaming video games and shit, you have no idea what's going on. Like, there's stuff way bigger than this. Way bigger than this. Stuff out in the real world, collaborative. Like, there's tons of things that I'm pursuing. But I just have to hold tight right now. And you're aware of this, Rogue, but, you know, there's a lot of things going on in the background. And I just have to, like, kind of let those kind of coalesce. Anyway, thank you for stopping by. I'm gonna have to, you know, try to enjoy the rest of my day and you know, even just going out and hanging out in the library and being around people will probably help me feel a lot better. And it felt better hanging out with you guys. You know, it's all these little teeny tiny steps that we take, you know? And I apologize for the lack of quality in my stream. Like I said, who cares, right? Like, this is a very small stream. This isn't really for content right now. I just kind of, like, you know what? I haven't done cam in a while, and I just decided, you know, like, hey, let's try to get the cam back on and do some things. So, you know, I'm just gonna take it one day at a time and just not try to put so much on my plate that, like, I end up having, like, these big issues. Bye bye.